Join us at the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino with the #1 gaming experience and entertainment. The Pahrump Nugget has the #1 dining experience at Stockman Steakhouse, Golden Harvest Cafe, and the Gold Miners Buffet. Come get your game on at the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Children's Dentistry of Pahrump, specializing in sedation dentistry, now accepting adult patients. Call now for free IV sedation with dental implant, 751-2184.
Welcome back. The multi-state Powerball jackpot has risen to $600 million with a cash value of $376.9 million. The jackpot marks the second largest lottery jackpot in U.S. history, after no one matched the winning numbers in Wednesday night's draw. Saturday's jackpot will be the largest in the history of the Powerball game, surpassing a $587.6 million jackpot that was split by winners in Arizona and Missouri back in November. Folks, if you want to go and get your ticket, it's right on the other side of the border in Shoshone, and be quick.
One person is dead this morning after an explosion near Nellis Air Force Base. The body was located after the tanker explosion fire was extinguished around 11:20 a.m. inside a garage at the Nevada Truck and Trailer. The cause of the explosion is under investigation.
Creekside Hospice, located on Calvada Boulevard, aims to comfort you and your loved ones during the final stages of life.
Making a choice for hospice care may be the right move for you or a loved one. We're going to speak to Mike Gagliano from Creekside Hospice.
Creekside Hospice, we're semi-new to the Valley, but essentially we want to bring the idea of hospice and into this community from our own point of view. We know there's other hospices here in town, and hospice as a whole is great, and we just want to be a part of that.
How long have you guys been in operation?
Here in Pahrump, I think we're going on about a year now.
Well, tell me some of the services that you offer. Obviously, hospice is for patients who are actually terminal, right?
Correct. And hospice as a whole is basically an option. Sometimes you have to stop and say, okay, well, what is it that I want? What are the goals that I need to have accomplished? What do I need that's the best for my family? And that's where hospice comes in and becomes available to you and can really improve, like, what about advanced directives? Who's going to take care of that new Ford F-150 you purchased that's, still has payments being made? What about your house? What about your kids? What about that child you haven't seen in 25 years that you want to fly down here before you pass that you would like to see? That's where hospice can get involved and take care of those things for you.
You guys help with advanced directives?
Absolutely. We have social workers on staff all the time, and they actually work with our patients and our caregivers one-on-one, and will help create every type of initiative, every goal, every advanced directive, a power of attorney, you name it. We'll make sure that it gets accomplished and completed. Even funeral service, it's something that a lot of people don't think about, but it's very necessary, and it can be a big bill and a big burden if you just kind of let it go by the wayside and try not to pretend that it's not happening. So we try to help with all of those things.
Do you guys have different levels of hospice care?
There are several different levels, and that's determined by the doctor and by the nurse to determine, okay, do you need, more CNA visits? Do you need to have more nursing options open to you? Do you need to be seen 24 hours a day? We go ahead and we help create that judgment.
How do people pay for hospice care?
Hospice is actually almost primarily done by Medicare. We also can take, private insurance, Medicaid, Blue Cross, Blue Shield.
And for more information, they can get in touch with Creekside Hospice. You also have information on the web.
We do. We have information on the web. We're actually starting kicking off a brand new website that should be up and running hopefully in a matter of months. In the interim, please feel free to call us. We have an office here in Pahrump. We're also in Las Vegas. So my name is Mike G. Feel free to contact me, ask for me. I would be happy to answer any questions.
For more information on Creekside Hospice, you can go to creeksidehospice.net or you can call 727-7000. They're located at 2200 East Calvada Boulevard, Suite A. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. And the women's self-defense class will be held this Saturday and Sunday at the Bob Roode Community Center. We introduce you to the new instructors teaching this important class. We're going to introduce the new instructors of the women's self-defense class, Deputy Heather Trumbull and Deputy James McCrae.
I just like teaching, and it's a great opportunity to teach women defensive tactics and how to defend themselves against an assailant. The women do the teaching, and the men do the hands-on where they get beat up by the women in the class.
Yeah, I attended my first class last month, kind of got broken in. It's interesting. It's kind of enlightening to see from the very beginning when the women first take on the assailant, how their initial reaction is to where we get 2 and 3 and 4 scenarios in, to see them develop into somebody that's not going to be a victim again.
You're kind of taking the place of Captain Beck.
That's correct. Captain Beck has been, in all the past classes, probably one of the largest people that you'll ever come across anyways. So the fact that he chose me to come back and replace him, basically, along with Deputy Joey Marshall. He's a little shorter stature, but he also is very broad shoulders, very strong. So it'll kind of bring a little more variety to the size of perpetrator during this scenario. With a smaller statured female, if she can build her confidence level with knowing that when she goes out in the public, where she's been taught the awareness pieces by the other instructors, that then she can go out and not be in fear when she's out moving about.
Would you recommend this to every woman?
Oh, absolutely. I think all women should take this class. It's a great experience for them, and it'll help them in the long run. You know, if you don't have to use it, that's great, but it's good to know.
So for the class, it's recommended that you do the 2 days, but is it required?
Yes, if it's your first day, absolutely. But if you come back, you're not required to take the first day. You can just come the second day and beat up on Deputy McCrae and Deputy Marshall.
They're encouraging high school and the elderly to join the women's self-defense class, not to install fear, but to install awareness as to your surroundings and to keep safe. For more information, give Denise Pilkington a phone call at 513-8636. This is Deanne O'Donnell for News 46.
Well, I think that's a class that every woman, actually every person, should take. It's a great idea to be able to defend yourself, you know.
Yeah, definitely a good class. So everybody give Denise a call to join this women's self-defense class.
There you go. And folks, we'll be right back with more of your News 46 right after this.